Welcome back, everyone. Today I'm going to have a little bit of a change of scenery from my background, and we're going to be taking a trip down memory lane, and you guys can watch while I play some MW3 and discuss personal finance topics. Today's topic, I'm going to be talking about navigating your finances in your 20s. This decade is full of firsts, your first real paycheck, your first big purchases, and maybe your first debt, for sure your first investments. And depending on how you play it, your 20s can either set you up for financial freedom or bury you in mistakes that take you decades to unwind. The good news is you don't need to be perfect, you just need a plan, and today I'm going to build one for you. Step 1. Accept that you're not supposed to know everything. Let's start with something nobody will tell you. It's normal not to know what you're doing financially in your 20s. You're not behind, everyone is figuring it out. But the people who win long term are the ones who take responsibility early. You don't need to be a stock picking genius or own a business. You just need to get organized, understand your basics, and take consistent action. The earlier you do this, the easier your 30s and 40s become. Step 2. You need to master your cash flow. Cash flow is the backbone of everything. Before you worry about investing, or getting new credit cards, buying a house, any of that stuff, you need a system that tracks where your money is actually going. Start with a simple budget, nothing fancy. Break down your expenses into 3 categories, those being needs, wants, and savings. Track that for a month, and you'll immediately see the leaks in your budget. You'll notice some subscriptions you might not be using all the time, or that random impulse shopping that's adding up quickly. Once your cash flow is under control, every other financial goal becomes easier. Money without a plan is chaos. Money with a plan will build you the financial freedom you're looking for. I personally like doing 40% on needs, 20% on wants, and 40% on investments. Step 3, you need to build your emergency fund. Before you invest, before you travel, before you buy a car, you need an emergency fund. 3 to 6 months of living expenses is what I recommend sitting in a high yield savings account. This is the cushion that protects everything else in your financial system. Life is going to happen to you. Cars are going to break down. God forbid you could lose your job. Surprise bills will show up. Without an emergency fund, you're just going to go straight into debt, and debt's going to slow down your financial progress. Think of this fund as your financial firewall. You hope you never need it, but when life throws you something your way, it keeps the entire financial foundation from crashing. Step 4. Understand and manage your debt. Debt isn't always the enemy, but unmanaged debt would be. In your 20s, you might have some student loan debt, a car payment, credit card debt. First, you want to eliminate your highest interest debt ASAP. To me, that's anything above 8%, and any debt higher than that's really going to start draining your future opportunities. I like using the avalanche method to pay off debt, and what that is you're paying minimums on all your debts, but putting extra money towards the highest interest debt first. For your lower interest debts, like some student loans, it might make sense to pay them down slowly while focusing on investing. The key is being intentional. Debt should never surprise you. You should know the balance, the rate, and your plan to eliminate it. Step 5. Start investing early. This one right here is the most powerful financial move you can make. Even small amounts invested in your 20s can grow into hundreds and thousands or even millions of dollars by the time you retire. Start with your 401k or whatever your employer retirement plan is. If they offer a match, please take it. That is free money on the table. Next up, probably the most important thing is opening up a Roth IRA. Your contributions grow tax-free, which is kind of insane once you start looking at compounding interest calculators and understand how compound interesting works. You just don't overthink your investments. You don't need to be a guru picking individual stocks. What I typically like to do is invest in index funds. You could do a 3-fund portfolio similar to what I do. I'll pick an index fund that's a dividend focused an index fund that's growth focused, and a broad market index fund. And the hardest part about investing to me is just getting started. Once you automate all your contributions, your future self will do the heavy lifting. Step 6, build credit the right way. Your credit score matters more than you think in your 20s. It's going to affect your ability to rent an apartment or a townhome. It's going to affect your ability to buy a home later and qualify for good interest rates. And to build good credit, you basically need to start using a credit card responsibly. Never spend more than you could pay off each month. You want to keep your credit card utilization down, and you want to pay your bills on time and make sure you don't miss a bill payment. Avoid opening up a bunch of credit card accounts that you're not really going to use. And in your 20s, credit can be used as a great tool. Step 7, avoid lifestyle creep. Now, once you get that first salary increase, or you get that taste of your first real full-time paycheck, it is very tempting to upgrade everything. I've seen a lot of people upgrade their cars, upgrade their apartment or a house, upgrade their wardrobe, and just start spending crazy on the weekends. But lifestyle creep is the silent killer of wealth. Here's the trick. Every time your income goes up, increase your savings rate before your lifestyle. Let's say you get like a 5% raise. I would put 3 or 4% of that raise towards your investments or retirement and keep that extra 1 or 2% for your lifestyle upgrades. That way, you can still enjoy some financial freedom while you're building so much wealth for the future. You can't out-earn your poor spending habits. Step 8, focus on skill building and income growth. In your 20s, your income potential is literally just at the beginning. Financial success isn't only about cutting expenses, it's also increasing how much you can earn. I want you to learn new skills, pursue certifications, take on leadership roles, or switch companies when it makes sense. Your 20s are the perfect time to build career momentum and stretch yourself. The more you grow your earning potential early on, the easier it becomes to save, invest, and build wealth long term. Money grows faster when you have more income to invest. And last but not least, start thinking long term. Even though retirement feels so far away, your 20s are when you should start thinking about long-term goals. Do you want financial independence? Do you want to own a home, start a business, travel more? Your financial plan should really reflect your values. You don't have to have everything figured out, but you should have a general direction on where your life wants to be. Start small, stay consistent, and your future self will thank you. Thanks for listening to my finance talk and watching my Call of Duty gameplay. I attempted to put the team on my back, but I don't know how successful that was. If you want more content on investing, money systems, building wealth as an engineer or young professional, hit that like button and subscribe. Drop a comment about which financial move you want to tackle next, whether that be budgeting, investing, credit, or debt, and I'll break it down in a future video. See you guys in the next one.